If you're watching this video, the chances are you are thinking to invest yourself into a few money and you're thinking whether it's a right investment or not. Investment is not in the sake of money, in the sake of time. If you have to watch the audiobook, it's 5 hours worth. Whether it's 5 hours worth of time, or if you want to read a paper book, it takes you around 2 hours or 3 hours. It depends on the ability to read, depends on you. It takes a lot of time. So if you're thinking that, here I am, my name is Vito Pavan. I'm going to reveal you what I got out of this book. I picked up few of the things. I read this book like twice and I picked up a couple of the things. I implemented it. I saw whether it's really the worth or not. I implemented, I got some results. So before I go into that, I want to give you the condensed information, like 5 hours worth of audiobook content or 3 hours worth of your time, to condensing that to 5 minutes video, giving you the top three picks that I got out of this book. So you can analyze that whether it's good investment or not. If you want to learn more about it in deep or not, you can get that. So here are the three things that I got out of this book. Coming at number three, FU money. Dan talks about, before that, FU money is something Dan talks about the money that you make, so that you don't have to say, you don't have to hear shit from your boss or the friends or the people around you. You got your lifestyle, your income, your money, the things that you want in your life. You got that. It's not just about the money. The things that you want in your life, you got that. You are at the free space. Above all, you achieve that success. You are at the free space, and from now on you can do whatever you want in your life. You don't have to work for money. You don't have to listen to your boss. That's called FU money. That's what Dan describes as FU money. So number three, pick number three, FU money. In FU money, Dan talks about the number one thing being a progressionist than a perfectionist. Everyone focus on, most of the people out there in this world, they focus on sitting down and writing the plan, right, creating a perfect plan. I did that in the past and I made a big mistake doing that. I sat down and I created like, what is the thing that I want to do in my life. So before making this YouTube video, back then while I was starting out, back then I was like being a perfectionist, thinking about, hey, if I have to start a YouTube video, I have to have a good background. I shouldn't have this one or this wall. I should have a good background. At the same time, I should wear nice clothes. Yeah, this looks good, but I should wear better clothes. I should have a mic, I should have a camera, DSLR, everything. I should have a soundproof system, everything. I should have it. That's the mindset that I had. But after a few months, after reading the book, I thought, like, we have to start somewhere. It's not being a perfectionist, not being perfect on camera. We have to be a little bit progressionist. That's how I got it. My ability to communicate to you the message that I got it being a progressionist, not a perfectionist. If I'm looking for perfectionist, you wouldn't hear some of the sounds, you wouldn't see this background. That's my clear cut example. If you look at some of the videos that I made in the past, my past videos, you can see, you can hear some of the audios from outside. Why? It's design. I designed that way because I want to show that I am a progressionist, not a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. That's one thing I got from dialogue. You have to be progressionist in every area of your life. No one is perfect. Perfectionist is based on some theories, based on illusion. That's illusion. Perfection, how can you make that perfect? How can you make that it's the perfect thing? It's an illusion that you have in your mind. That's I had in my mind, thinking about that and never taking any action back then. So I covered that up. Later I thought, no, let's just do it. Do something what I want to do something which I want to share, then I'll get improved on that. That's how now I'm thinking. I got this wonderful insight from that book. That's FU money. So that's number three that I got from this. And number two is being a few millionaire versus being a, what you call that, opportunity hacker. I can say that opportunity hacker, getting that opportunity seeker. Yes, that's the right word. Opportunity seeker versus a few millionaire. Opportunity seeker is the person who seeks an opportunity. What is the latest opportunity? What is the latest thing that's happening right now? What is the trend that's going on? I want to grab that. If the real estate is booming right now, I want to get into real estate. If MLM is booming right now, I want to get into MLM. If Amazon FBA is growing right now, I want to get into Amazon FBA. YouTube is booming, I want to get into YouTube. They always look for the opportunities out there. Opportunity seeker always focus on what is the product that I want to get hands on so I can make more money. Versus a few millionaire, Dan talks about in this book. A few millionaire, he focus on his business and he build the branches out, and he grabs that opportunities. A few millionaire is someone who build the business. He see the complete vision where that business is going, and he takes opportunities of those. He build the business and he take opportunities of YouTube, creating a YouTube channel around his business, creating Instagram account around his business. He uses those opportunities to grow his business. That's what an FU millionaire does. And he also talks about a tip. I'm giving you a tip. He talks about personal brand versus a professional one. Oh, sorry, personal brand versus a company. Self brand. He always talks about sharing your own personal story, sharing it to the public, to the personal one. I'm sharing just like I shared with you how I have been a perfectionist to a progressionist. Just like that, he talks about sharing your story to the public being a personal brand than a company. Look at the big companies out there from you bought. Do you feel like, do you trust that person like anything than buying from a person who you see on camera, who you see how he behaves, how he acts from them? Dan talks about, this is not my point, Dan talks about being a personal media than being a company. That's the differentiator he makes. That's one tip I got from Dan Locke from the book F Your Money. So number one, this is the biggest thing. If you take anything out of it, or if you don't take anything out of it, this is the one thing that I want to pick you that I want you to pick up. So that's English grammatical. Being a progressionist, that's what I said. You have to be progressionist. I'm not perfect in grammar. You have to be progressionist. I want you to pick this one thing. This is the one thing that can change your life. This one thing. So have you ever wondered, like, setting a goal that you want to set, and have you ever achieved the goal, and have you ever missed the goal that you set? You can aim for high and you can achieve it, or you can little bit miss it. But have you ever wondered, like, I'm not in the progress of achieving the goal, what can I do? This isn't something that's working for me. Have you ever wondered why? And you don't feel like confident, like, no man, I haven't been like, this is something that I'm going to achieve. Have you ever feel like that? And don't worry, you are not alone. There are almost, according to the research, there are almost 91% of people out there thinking that they failed before the first 4 weeks. They failed before they get to the Valentine's Day. 91% of people out there who set the New Year resolutions, they fail before they get to the Valentine's Day. Why? Because they don't see the daily progress. That's why they give up. They don't see something that they can achieve. So this is where Dan Locke says about, I have read this in read about it, how you can set your goals, about it in a lot of books like time management, productivity, and goal setting books. But I didn't find it until I read this book, A Few Money. This literally gave me this one thing, big thing. It's called DIY. I want your full complete attention here. DIY. DIY stands for daily income goal. If you want to set a goal for 1 year, let's say 1 year that you want to achieve it, you have to set that to 6 months, and later 6 months to quarterly, quarterly to monthly, monthly to daily, monthly to weekly, weekly to daily. You have to set it for daily income goals, DIG. So what is DIG? So if you want to achieve something like if you talk about the income that you want to make, let's say if you want to make $100,000 or 1 lakh in next 6 months, let's say that's your goal, then you have to deconstruct it in such a way how much you have to achieve on a daily basis. If you deconstruct that, and if you said that this is the month, this is the daily income goal that I want to achieve, let's say if it is 500 rupees, let's say, assume that if it is 500 rupees that I want to achieve, when you reverse engineer that, you got that to 500 rupees. When you reach that 500 rupees, that's when you fulfill your daily income goal. That's when you completed that. Or you can something like, for other example, it may be writing a book. If you want to write a book, let's say next year you want to publish a book, you don't have the time, you have time here and there. Let's say if you can put down 15 minutes timer, thinking time or writing time or analyzing time on a daily basis, and for 1 month you can set timer like, this month I'm going to finish this chapter, and first for 1 week I'm going to think about this topic in this 15 minutes, and the next week I'm going to analyze about what are the things that I'm going to write it, and the next week I'm going to think about what are the topics that I'm going to write, and fourth week is writing about it. So if you can think that what is the topic that I want to think in, what is the assigned thing, if I complete this task today, that means that I have achieved my daily income goal. Whatever the aspect it is, relationships, money, wealth, spirituality, whatever the aspect it is, if you can set your daily goal. It comes to fitness too. If you can set, if I can walk, if I can jog like half an hour or 15 minutes, then I can get that physical form, I can get the form that I want. If I can do the pull-ups for like 20 sets of pull-ups, sorry, 5 sets of pull-ups, set I think 10 to 15, 5 sets of pull-up, then I can achieve the personality that I want to become. That's how you set your goals, daily income goals, DIG. This is the big thing that I got from the book A Few Money, and it changed the way I think about my goal system, my goal settings. I have followed a lot of things, setting the goal, achieving smart goals, smart acronyms, but all of that is okay. But if there is no daily income goal, if there is no measurable at the deadline that includes a daily deadline, we don't proceed to that. So I think daily income goals is a better way to do the things. So here are the three things: don't be a perfectionist, be a progressionist. And second thing is, don't be an opportunity seeker. Wherever you find the opportunity, don't just go there, I want this, if I don't get this I don't make. No, you can make things happen. If you have that mindset like I can make things happen, then you don't have to seek for the opportunities. And number one is DIG, daily income goal. You have to know what is your DIG. Find out your DIG. And I always believe that confidence comes from competence. If you don't set your daily income goals, then you don't feel like that you're confident on achieving your goals, then you automatically give up. That's why most people fail in New Year resolutions. So if you want to learn more about the comp or whatever it is, the confidence comes from confidence comes from competence. If you want to learn about this, go into my video session. I have made a complete video on how to increase your confidence so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. DIG with confidence. Peace.